actually won my first world title without knowing that I'd won it, because I thought there was still another heat to progress through before I won it. And then I came out of the water, they were announcing new champion du monde de surf. In French, it means the world champion of surfing. And I was literally looking around going, where is she? and they went, it's you. And I went, what? No way. I thought, you know, there was someone else at the beach that I hadn't seen. Yeah. So I remember jumping up and down like a kangaroo, doing cartwheels to make it look like I was really excited. But quite honestly, within me, the only thing I was feeling was relief. Relief? Relief. Because I'd been declaring since I was an 8-year-old that I was going to be a world champion. Yeah. So I was like, oh, I can shut up about it now. And everyone's like, yes, you can.
It still hasn't sunk in. It's taken 8 years and I've finally done it.
I remember receiving a standing ovation when I was crowned world champion. But from then on, I felt the pressure and the expectation and the rejection that was associated with now being the best in the world. Rejection, yeah? Yeah, because I just felt like, now that you're #1 in the world, people want to see you lose. And that's the part of the tall poppy syndrome that exists in this country, in Australia, because when you're #2, everyone's like, yeah, you've got this, you go for it, girl, you can do it. And then when you're #1, okay, lose now, you're done, get out of the way, it's my turn. Yeah, but you see it in a lot of sport. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Yeah, it's frustrating. But I learnt over time that if you make success look like a struggle, people will always support you. Talk to me about that pressure that you put on yourself. If you have a dream in mind and you get there, all of a sudden you believe that you have to be twice as good to deserve the right to do it again. So I'd weighed my life down, not only my life, but also everyone around me. I'd weighed them down with the same level of expectation and pressure too. If I had the opportunity to do it again, I'd definitely do it differently. Yeah. I would come to the world tour with a lot more compassion for myself. I'd start there, but I had no compassion, no empathy, full of judgment, full of fear, just win. Win! Win at all costs. Yeah, yeah. If you're not with me, you're in my way and I'm going to bite you and let you bleed out and let you stay there because I'm on a mission. I have to win. Wow, wow. When I hear all of this, Layne, I actually feel a lot of compassion for the little 8-year-old girl. Yeah, me too. You know? Yeah. Because I do reflect on that period and go, God, I can barely relate to that person, that athlete. And I'm so hungry to share those lessons with people. Yeah. That's what drives me now. Yeah. 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 So, after you win 6 world titles. Yep. And this means you're the greatest surfer in history. What was the feeling? Similar to winning my first world title, just that sense of relief, because I had defined success as not just becoming a world champion, but becoming the most successful surfer in history. Wow. And that's when I stopped and went, okay, so this is what success is. All right, I'm enough now. And a friend of mine said, what's driving your behaviour? Like, why are you so fierce? And she said, do you think it has anything to do with the fact you were adopted? And that resonated with my heart so strongly. I went, yes, it's my fear of rejection. I had defined success as becoming the most successful surfer in history, and I had rejected myself and everyone around me up until the point where I achieved that. And then when I got there, I went, oh, okay, I'll stop rejecting things now. Oh, wow. Yeah. And so I went, oh, I can sit back and relax for a little bit now. Further injuries forced Layne to take a break from competition. 3 years later, she made her competitive comeback. And how did you go in 2006? I won my 7th world title. Wow. Yeah, but in a completely different mindset. I went through a lot of therapy and that uncovered a lot of trauma and suffering and fear. And I committed to coming back in 2006 to compete with a completely different mindset, knowing that I was no longer going to succeed with the compassion of a tiger shark. Yes. And you'd already achieved that greatest of the greatest. Yeah. You got it now. Yes. And so now this one is for maybe just for fun. For love. Wow. As opposed to fear. I won 6 in a state of fear. Wow. Let's see if I can win one actually in love. Imagine that. And what was that? What was that like? It was effortless. It was graceful. It was fun. It wasn't the highs of success and the lows of disappointment, the highs of victory and the lows of defeat. There was none of this going on. It was all, I won today, I lost today, I won today, I lost today. Oh, this is fun.